A very warm welcome. You're watching The Right Stand. I'm Akanksha Swaroop. Stones, cow dung and slippers all were hurled at Bihar's Deputy Chief Minister Vijay Kumar Sinha's convoy today. This as alleged RJD supporters chanted slogans of Vijay Sinha Murdabad, blocking his convoy. They demand that Sinha's convoy turns back as he tried entering his constituency of Lakhisarai. An angry Vijay Sinha along with the BJP have now lashed out at the RJD, that too on a day when Modi to Yogi both have reminded Bihar of its Jungle Raj under RJD. In fact, Prime Minister Modi has accused both RJD and Congress of katta, corruption and kushasan during their tenure. While Yogi has urged Bihar to unite against mafia and Jungle Raj, re-invoking his batenge to katenge remark. So is it political anger or Jungle Raj shaping Bihar's polls of 2025? Because from IIT to IIM, from AIMS to roads, metros and airports, the NDA has skillfully highlighted its development work done under the aegis of its Sushasan Babu, a moniker for Bihar's Chief Minister and JDU leader Nitish Kumar. And yet, Jungle Raj continues to cast its shadow over Bihar. Why? Is it because RJD continues to pride itself in its anarchic legacy, whether with Bhojpuri songs threatening to shoot and abduct opponents from their homes, or with 10-year-old minors glorifying gun culture and extortion, that too from the RJD electoral stage? And let's not forget the killing of Dular Chand Yadav, a Jan Suraj party supporter in Patna's Mokama, one that has revived fears of Jungle Raj among the voters. This even as rival strongmen trade blame. Remember, when the rule of law weakens, society slips back into Jungle Raj where might becomes right. At a time when the BJP big guns are hailing NDA's development work, why is Jungle Raj still casting a shadow over Bihar? That's a question we'll be posing to our guests in just a bit.
जंगल राज की सरकार 1990 से लेकर 2005 तक 15 साल ये जंगल राज ने बिहार को तबाह कर दिया। और जंगल राज मतलब कट्टा, क्रूरता, कटुता, कुसंस्कार, करप्शन और कुशासन, पूरी एक पीढ़ी का नौजवान देखिए, पूरी एक पीढ़ी का भविष्य आरजेडी के नेता खा गए दोस्तों। साथियों, एनडीए की सरकार में नीतीश जी ने बहुत मेहनत से बिहार को जंगल राज से बाहर निकाला है। 2014 में डबल इंजन की सरकार बनने के बाद बिहार के विकास में नई तेजी आई है।
राजद का जादव का गुंडा है, राजद समाज का अच्छे जादव लोग को विजय वोट देने दिया और राजद का गुंडा राज कायम करना चाहता है। इन गुंडों के छाती पर बुलडोजर चलेगा, खोल के विजय सिन्हा उसके छाती पर चलाएगा।
ये तो जंगल राज की पोल खुद ही खुल रही है भाई। सरकार के लोग अगर ये कहें तो इसका मतलब है कि बिहार में जंगल राज तो इसी को कहते हैं ना। शासन प्रशासन तंत्र सारा उनका है, इसके बाद भी कह रहे हैं कि हमला हो रहा है। कानून व्यवस्था चौपट है, कानून व्यवस्था का अंतिम संस्कार कर दिया गया है।
All right, now the version coming in from Bihar police is very different. They're saying that these were angry protesters in Lakhisarai who attacked the convoy of the Bihar Deputy Chief Minister, contrary to his claims that these were RJD supporters. We, in fact, at CNN News 18 had an exclusive conversation with Bihar DGP Vinay Kumar on the attack on Bihar Deputy CM Vijay Sinha's convoy. Listen in to the revelations. सबसे पहले तो जो विजय सिन्हा जी के कॉन्वॉय पे जो अटैक हुआ है उस पे सबसे पहले
It was not an attack. You see, road was in a very bad condition when he was crossing that area. It was full of mud. It was a very undulated road. So the people were protesting that the road is very bad. Why don't you move on that road? Why you are taking the side path?
the visuals are indicating that slippers were hurled at his convoy,
I tell you,
including
no,
cow
the
dung
stones
and-
were pelted, some slippers and some mud flingings were there. So FIR has been registered, but it was a protest for bad condition of road. So
But
there
Mr.
was
Kumar, how do you respond to the ruling dispensation, including the BJP senior members like Ravi
it's not
Shankar
that the
Prasad
law-
and
No,
the
law will
deputy
take
CM
its own course.
themselves?
FIR has
They
been
are
registered and
extremely-
it was not a very...
They're very angry. They're saying that if the deputy CM is not safe, it is sad.
But no vehicle was damaged, no person was injured, nothing, not even a scratch was there.
Mr. Kumar, how do you respond to the allegations coming from the deputy CM himself, who said that these were
No,
RJD
I cannot
supporters?
comment on that, but I'm telling you the general, whatever the factual condition is there. The fact is that, yes, I agree that initially it was, it seemed that the stone pelting, etc. has taken place. There was no stone pelting. Some I think sleepers and mud was, mud is seen on the bonnet of his vehicle. It is there. So it was not a very serious
No, because
incident
he's
as
saying that Vijay Sinha Murdabad was the chanting of slogans. So how can we say that they were asking him to just turn the convoy and take another route? It was clearly a protest stopping him from entering.
It was a protest for I think not doing any development for the village. Visuals are clear that the road has got a lot of mud and also it was a democratic protest by them.
Sir, how do you respond to RJD's allegations that the ND is deliberately trying to slow down the voter turnout by rigging or rather cutting off electricity?
I'm not supposed to comment on such issues, but this incident, you were talking about this incident, so this incident was not an attack on the deputy CM.
All right, so a difference of narrative over there between Bihar police and of course the claims coming in from the Bihar Deputy Chief Minister. But let's quickly introduce my guests today. I'm joined in by Manish Bariyar, who's a spokesperson for Bihar BJP, joined in by Suraj Mandal, who's a spokesperson for the Congress Party, Sanjay Kumar, who's a spokesperson for the JDU, and Akhil Swami, who's a political analyst. Many thanks to you, gentlemen. Let me begin with you, Mr. Bariyar. How do you respond to what the Bihar police is currently maintaining? They're saying that it is due to the lack of development work that the angry villagers protested over there. There's no proof to claim that these were RJD supporters.
Namaskar to you and my co-panelist and all the viewers. I think he's trivializing and he's shirking his responsibility. Mr. Sinha was very clear and we saw those visuals. This is the nature of RJD. Mr. Sinha said very clearly that there were two booths where the polling agents were not allowed to visit there. And that is what he was protesting, and he was trying to go to those places because RJD goons were trying to shoo away all the supporters of NDA and BJP, and that is where his problem was. I'm really shocked when DGP said what he said. It was not about any developmental work or something like that. There is a place for that. On the day of election, DGP has to know that what kind of obstacles can come during the election process, and therefore I condemn his statement. But more importantly, we are not very shocked. This is what it was, a mini Jungle Raj, and that is what we were talking about. We have always talked about how they used to be booth capturing in 70s, 80s and 90s during Lalu's era as well as Congress Party era. They wanted to really replicate that kind of a thing, and that is why Mr. Sinha was protesting, because he has seen all these things. We have suffered. And now with things becoming EVM and camera being there, of course, RJD will always try to do something of those kind of things.
Sanjay Kumar, I want to quickly bring you in on that note, because the RJD has made it amply clear that Raj to आपका है, तो Jungle Raj कहाँ से कौन सी पोल की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग, पोल अपने आप खुलती जा रही है. That's been the RJD attack today.
No, it's Akanksha, this is not about the present time only. It's what I would like to say, that what he meant, Mr. Sinha meant about Jungle Raj, or the kind of aggression that people were showing on the road, and if you look at the entire campaign period, there were a lot of video which got viral, where youngsters or boy, yesterday there was an FIR that a boy was talking about Katta and relating it to Tejasvi Yadav. So the kind of thing that you can see that there is visible, there is a visible sense of, like pride in displaying or talking about Katta and, relating this with Tejasvi Yadav. This is the same thing which used to happen during Lalu Raj, the Jungle Raj, so-called Lalu Raj. So, from then to now, there is no change in the political structure within the RJD, and RJD is the main front of the Mahagathbandhan. There are same people, the same family is ruling RJD. So the same trend which we are, we are talking about, that we don't want the same Raj to come back. That is one way of projecting, because we have lived in that situation. Every Bihari, I am currently sitting in Katihar, my hometown, where we were not allowed to go outside our home after 6 p.m. Forget about women. But nowadays you see that.
In fact, today I must commend the ruling dispensation. We've seen a record voter turnout of women, especially,
Yes.
whether or not they vote for the Mahagathbandhan or the NDA is irrespective. But there was a decent voter turnout when it comes to women.
Yeah,
So I want to quickly bring in Suraj Mandal on that note. Suraj Mandal, today Prime Minister's attack was crystal clear. He's not spared the Congress party either. He said that it is because of the RJD and Congress that Bihar had to witness that Raj of Katta, Kushasan and corruption. How do you respond to that attack coming from the Prime Minister? What was done during the RJD Raj is also another question. From AIMS to IIM to the construction of airports, at least the NDA has much of development work to tom-tom about.
Well, I'm surprised how the Prime Minister, the language which he was using, it was very much unbecoming of the Prime Minister of India. The kind of language which he used. And then he was comparing the Jungle Raj. I'm happy that the spokesman of JDU, what he commented right now. He is saying, what we understand is whenever there was a ruling dispensation in which first time the backward classes were getting representation, it was conveniently called Jungle Raj. But what is happening today? It is very strange that in the entire discourse, these people, the people of BJP and JDU miss out on the chronology. They just forget the 20 years in which they have ruled. And what have they ruled? We have just seen what happened in the Dulad Chand case, or maybe before that. There has been several other cases. The crime rate, NCRB data speaks for itself. The crime against women, the crime against SC/ST, and more so, one point just I want to make, ma'am, is the kind of tickets they are given. Manju Verma, who was the person accused in Muzaffarpur, the girls' shelter home case, in which small girls were targeted and they were made to, go before the politicians, in which the Nitish Raj was directly.
But Suraj Mandal, I just have one question. No, I have one question. You are questioning the rhetoric of the Prime Minister of this country. Fair enough, that's your right. But what about the rhetoric of the RJD? You have minors endorsing the gun culture. They're talking about extortion. That too on the electoral event stage of the RJD. You have Bhojpuri songs which are talking about abducting the opponents. Is this not one reason why the RJD is unable to get rid of the ghosts of the past? 20 years since RJD has lost power, and yet.
Let me finish, ma'am. Just 2 points which I just wanted to conclude.
Do keep my question in mind.
Well, bilkul. Obviously, ma'am. What we see now is the report of the NCRB I was talking about. And again, let me come back to the tickets whom they have given. Manju Verma's son has been given. She was accused in that case. Sunil Pandey, Amrinder Pandey, Chetan Anand, and Anand Singh, Dhumal Singh, all these people who have excellent criminal records, man. And then I'll just come back to the attack which you were just speaking right now. Deputy CM is accusing his own police person, of how can they dare, the Deputy CM, okay, this is the election time. The reins of the power may be with the election commission, but election commission has got excellent relation with BJP. In fact, they are the electoral partners now.
I can see Manish wants to make a point. You've made your point, Manish.
Will you allow me
We have enough time. I'm going to come to you, Mr. Suraj.
Couple of things I just wanted to say. Please ask Mandalji that there is a saint called Surajbhan Singh. So his wife is contesting. And there is another saint, Ritlal Yadav, against whom serious charges of, he is a saint, so I should not say. And there is a report of ADR which says that out of 143 candidates from RJD, 89 are saints. So this is, and within Congress, 50% of them are saints. So Mandalji is a very nice person. He keeps looking at all these saints within his party and doesn't talk about anything else. And even Dularchand Yadav was a saint only. There were only 32.
Suraj, I'm going to give you time. Let him finish his point and I'll come to you.
So
there's
even
no
that,
rush.
I do condemn his murder because that's not the way democracy works, right? But then, Mr. Dularchand Yadav went 32 times to jail. And then he was a supporter of RJD before he turned for the other party. So please do not lecture about what you have done. There was a dance of criminals during your time, and the difference between, see, I am not saying that challenges are not there during NDA rule, and I am not even saying that crime has not happened. But then the crime was coming from CM house. There is a difference. A person was committing a crime and going and sitting on a dining table on CM house. Otherwise, what has happened in Anand Singh case, where within a day, the police took him behind bars, and that too there was an allegation. That is the fundamental difference between a rule of law and what Jungle Raj is.
Suraj Mandal, would you like to respond to that? Oh, also critics of the RJD or rather the Mahagathbandhan are saying that Shahabuddin's legacy is now being replaced by Ritlal Yadav. And Laluji's campaign, in fact, kicks off by supporting Ritlal Yadav. How do you respond?
Let me respond. He was talking, our friend from BJP was talking about saints and in Dularchand case. He was very right. The entire Dularchand episode has been told that it has been settled, it has been planned in the CMO. What is he talking about? And secondly, what did Lalan Singh say? Once Dularchand Yadav was not campaigning for the RJD, he was campaigning for the Jat Swaraj party, who was also from the extremely backward classes. And then you have Lalan Singh saying that anybody who comes out of the house, please see to it that is pushed inside, not allowed to vote, just putting to sham the democratic process of this country and also the law and order which he is talking about. So and then what do? You kill a person after shooting at his leg and then putting the vehicle on his chest and then saying that there is excellent law and order situation. Sir, I think you are extremely wrong. And let me conclude by saying that today what happened with the Deputy CM, there has been several cases when BJP candidates have been thrown out of the villages because they have not done the development work.
Manish Bariyar, quick 30 seconds. Quick 30 seconds to you to respond to that. Yes, I'm coming.
Talking about development is such a misnomer out here.
I'm coming, Akhil Swami. Thank you for your patience. Yes.
Last time they were 19. This time they are losing and they are getting not even 5. That is why Rahul Gandhi is now against, in fact, RJD. All this sabotage is happening from Rahul Gandhi. Please go and ask your leader why he was talking last night about Haryana, because he
Okay, Akhil Swami, thank you for your patience, first of all. I also want to ask you, what do you attribute this record voter turnout to? If it's not Sushasan, then what is? We're also seeing a significant number of women voters this time around, when we've had boots on the ground and we've been informed that after 3 p.m. till 2020, women couldn't dare to step out and let alone even cast their vote.
See, Vijay Kumar Sinha is the Deputy Chief Minister still. He is the Deputy Chief Minister. DG Police is right now reporting to the Election Commission of India, not to the state government. DGP has very clearly said that it is not a violent attack. It is only a expression of the feelings of the local villagers, which they find that the streets there are completely in a very bad shape. DGP Police has smelled the coffee. DG Police has now understood that on 14th of November, Tejasvi Yadav is taking over the Chief Minister of Bihar and Mukesh Sahni is taking as a Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, number one. Number two, I was with Mr. Sanjay Kumar in number of debates. For the first time, I am finding that Mr. Sanjay Kumar is finding very difficult to explain and find words for a discussion and descriptions, because Anand Singh is called a accused because he belongs to a upper caste. Dular Chand Yadav is killed in a daylight, and because he's a OBC and he died because to save a EBC. Now it is a fight between
Mr.
forwards
Swami,
and
tell me
backwards,
why
and
is
ultimately
no, then
Tejasvi
why
Yadav will
is
take over as the Chief Minister.
and
on
why is
14th November.
Tejasvi Yadav now talking about generating employment and promoting the youth and schemes for women then? And yet he's unable to get rid of the baggage of Jungle Raj 20 years ago. Why? Why couldn't the RJD back then control the migration out of
Tejasvi
Bihar?
Yadav gave 5 lakh employment in 17 months.
Today
In
you
last
have,
20
no,
years.
I've given you 2 examples,
This is the
2
biggest
glaring
argument,
examples
biggest
that are
driving
impacting
And people
Tejasvi's
people
own
of the
efforts.
upper caste hate
You
Tejasvi
have,
Yadav because he belongs to a
you
OBC
have,
caste.
you have songs promoting Gunda Raj, you have songs promoting Jungle Raj, yet again you have minors celebrating
What
the gun
Anand
culture.
Singh did? What Anand Singh did to
Mr. Swami,
Dular Chand
let's
Yadav?
talk about RJD
What
at the
Anand
moment.
Singh did to Dular Chand
I'm
Yadav?
going to take that up with the
How
JDU and
in
BJP
hospitals
spokespersons,
the
but please
day
answer
night
my
the
question.
Gundas come and kill a person there. How
I
a
need to
businessman
speak
in
to,
Patna is
on
killed?
this.
Is
Just
it
5
not a
seconds.
Jungle Raj? DGP has said.
Akhilji,
has said
Okay,
fact,
that
Mr.
it is
Pariyar,
not
sure.
something
Mr.
a
Pariyar,
violent
go ahead.
attack.
All right, let's listen
Only
to what
1,000
Mr. Pariyar has
was
to say. Mr.
Yeah,
Swami.
Akhilji is a great astrologer we have here. He knows all the future and he doesn't
DGP
have
has
any
said
idea about
DGP has
Bihar.
said
He's
that.
talking about backward. There are more than 150 castes that are backward castes who supports NDA. But he's blind to that. He doesn't understand the social structure of Bihar. He doesn't know what happens out here. And therefore, all figment of imagination sitting in Delhi and lecturing on Bihar. So he doesn't have any local stand-eye on what he's speaking.
Where are you sitting? I am in from
I'm
Bihar.
sitting here
I
in
am
Patna.
voted today.
Let's have coffee
I am
together.
voted today.
I'm sitting
I
here
am
in
the
Patna.
person
I
who
stay
is-
in Patna.
I am-
By the way, I don't know
I
where
am
you are.
voted
You are
today,
sitting
Mr.
in a
Badiya.
I have
No.
not left Patna
You are
for
sitting
last
there,
Let
25
me tell
years.
you.
Right, I've
You,
seen your Jungle
sir,
Raj.
ma'am,
I've
let
seen
me
every Raj
respond.
out here.
All right.
Let
Sanjay
me
Kumar, I
respond.
want to bring you in.
Let me respond, please.
The
Let
killing-
me respond, please.
Okay, sure.
Please,
Go ahead.
ma'am.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One point, he just said 150 backward classes are supporting BJP. You know that NCBC has not been reorganized for last 3 years. You know that none of the posts in universities are being filled because they have been turned into EWS and OBC is not getting the due. Do
That
you
is
know
your
that?
personal
Why
and
couldn't-
speaking,
all
nothing
right,
related to
all right.
reality.
And that has
Mr.
been doing, and all this has been done with Modi government behind that, RSS behind that, and then you are saying that they are with OBC. Please
You could
don't
have also
just-
had centralized
you-
universities. You could have had centralized universities.
Yes, that is
You
what
could have
I
worked on
mean.
an.
But
all
why
this-
universities
You
should
could have
be
had
there?
an AIMS. You could have had an
He lied
IIT.
to the people of Bihar.
You could have come up with
He
the
lied.
airports too. Why didn't
Mr.
you?
Modi lied
BJP
to
is
the
a
people of
Manuwadi
Bihar.
party.
That is what RJD and Congress is all about.
All right. I want to quickly bring in Sanjay Kumar. Sanjay Kumar.
Unfortunately, Akanksha ji, unfortunately, when India was going through liberalization, the RJD, they started the kidnapping industry in Bihar. When the entire India was growing during that period, and even
For
then,
last 20 years, nothing
the
has
Congress
happened.
was in the center. The RJD was, controlling the entire. They were developing this
What were you
industry.
doing for last-
the
Mr.
ransom
Mandal,
industry.
I request you, I
The
urge you
ransom
to
industry
let your
in Bihar.
panelists speak. I'll give you time for a rebuttal, please.
Yeah, so what I was trying to say that, you spoke about why did not you start certain things in Bihar. So that is what I wanted to share further, that when the entire India was liberalizing its market and everything, they were busy developing the katta industry and the Jungle Raj and the ransom industry in Bihar. That is what they did in Bihar. And that is why they are haunted. They are still haunted. The time of Jungle Raj is still haunted because that was so bad. That was so scary for everyone in Bihar. And not only in Bihar, the Bihar, through their Raj, the entire country was, started to see Bihar in a very different perspective. We were let down outside the state. So that is...
Okay,
so we have
Akhil
gone
Swami
to
wants
that
to
state.
make a point. All right, Akhil Swami. Yes, Suraj, I'm going to come.
Sanjay ji, I am going to Patna on 14 November and Tejasvi Yadav will be taking as the Chief Minister.
It's
You are
a
also
good dream,
invited
sir.
to meet me there.
All
It's
right.
a good dream, sir. It's a good dream.
Let's focus on the points and the topic. Yes, Suraj.
Ma'am, can I make a point, please?
Sure, Suraj Mandal, please go ahead.
Yes, just now, the spokesman for JDU just forgot the last 20 years, what opportunities he had. If you know that Mr. Modi had promised to give Central University status to Patna University, he refused. And last time when he said, well, I will give a package, 125 lakh crores, 50 lakh crores, he was as if making boasting in the public meeting. He did not give a single paisa to Bihar. And right now, there is a strange contest going on. Do you know why the Deputy CM has complained? The BJP and JDU are in intense fight in Lakhisarai and in the constituency of Deputy CM. JDU is not voting for BJP and BJP is not voting for JDU.
Okay.
And the Deputy CM has named Yadav. Is that the way to speak for a constitutional person?
Manish Bariyar, I want to bring you in on that point. Manish Bariyar, let's listen to what Manish Bariyar has to say. Manish
The
Bariyar.
real Chal Charitra Chehra of Congress and RJD has come. Again, they have come back to original MY. Right? They keep saying we are a A to Z kind of a party. But now they have come back to the original MY. That is what this party is all about. That is one. Second, he was talking about Central University. Modi ji gave 2 central universities instead of Patna universities. There were some challenges in terms of rules and regulations. But he would not know how many universities during 20 years of RJD and Congress and before that 60 years.
Would you like to respond to that, Suraj Mandal?
I'll tell you. I'll just tell you. There were no engineering colleges except in Bhagalpur and Muzaffarpur. Then there was one Sindri. That's it. Now in every district there is one engineering college. Then every district there is one medical college which is coming up. You have 9 airports being built or have already been built. What will they talk about development? They don't know D of development.
Suraj Mandal, I'm sure you'll also agree that when the youth is not employed enough, that's when they take to crime. That's when they take to extortion. So Suraj Mandal, perhaps it was those 2 decades of RJD which could have ensured that the youth is channelized in the right direction.
Ma'am, 3 universities, B.N. Mandal University, Sidhu Kanhu University, JP University, has been formed by Lalu Prasad Yadav. 2 railway factories which BJP is...
Are the central universities you are talking about? Are you talking about central universities?
What is he speaking about?
Okay, I want to quickly bring in, I'm running short of time, Sanjay Kumar. All right, let's talk about Dulhar Chand Yadav's killing. Sanjay Kumar, do you think that this is a case that JDU could have also handled better? Whether it is Lalan Singh still batting for Anand Singh, you in fact went ahead and even arrested the man, come on. And yet you seem to have lost the plot in it. Why?
Akanksha, we did not do anything wrong. I think there are two angles to look at it, the situation. One is the crime angle and the killing of Dulhar Chand Yadav. It's a very unfortunate incident. But at the same time, we did not interfere and we could not interfere because, the entire state is being run by the Election Commission at the moment. So, and that is the difference between the Lalu time and our times. Our Chief Minister never interfered in such cases, such incidents. So, we did not interfere, we did not do anything at all. That the law took its course,
yes, and it is, I agree, it is taking its own course.
And the second angle is that the Munger constituency, Lalan Singh is the MP of that area. So, he took charge when Anand Singh went to the jail. Mr. Lalan Singh took charge and started to do political campaign. That is what it is. So there are 2 angles
and Mr. Bariyar. Okay. Akhil Swami want to make a point. Suraj Mandal, Akhil wanted to make a point. Let him make a point.
Akanksha, Dilip Singh is elder brother of Anand Singh, is known as Bade Sarkar. Anand Singh is known as Chote Sarkar. What is the Sarkar of Nitish Kumar is known in Bihar?
All right, Mr. Bariyar, quick. 15 seconds. I will. Okay, Suraj Mandal, you make your point, then I'll have
5 seconds.
No, I'll first go to Suraj. Suraj.
Yes, ma'am. Just now he said that, what did Lalan Singh say? Lalan Singh said every man has to be Anand Singh. Now, let me tell you, ma'am, the community which had its great contribution in building of Bihar, which included Dr. Shri Krishna Singh, Swami Sahajanand, Dinkar, and my own professor in Delhi University, R.X. Sharma and R.L. Shukla. That community is telling them to become, and you know what is Anand Singh's sons doing? They are studying in England. And all these people are...
Manish Bariyar, quick 15
Yes.
seconds to
Yes,
come.
I'll tell you, Akanksha ji, to your viewers, through you, that look, there is only one candidate which Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav decided to campaign for.
Yes.
Imagine
Yes, I
who?
was going to
Reet
do-
Lal
yeah.
Yadav. That is the symbol of Jungle Raj. That is why we call that person who went to jail himself. He can't go to jail because he's supposedly ill. He is on bail. But he can campaign for a history sheeter. This is what we are talking about, is Jungle Raj. That is a symbolism of RJD.
Absolutely. The might of the gun can never be right. Development has happened in Bihar, but much still awaits. Many thanks to you, gentlemen, for joining in on the discussion here.